Hello friends, welcome to Pneuma Yoga. My name is Rick. This is your awesome home base for somatic exercises where we examine our body with those small, easy movements that just feel amazing within, unlocking all that hidden tension, learning to breathe so that we can feel amazing in our body. All you need for your practice today is just a comfortable, quiet space, comfortable clothing. Make sure the temperature is warm in your environment and you can be relaxed and not disturbed just for the next 15-20 minutes. All right. Gather those things, friends, and I'll meet you on your mat. We're just going to start out laying long. I always like to start my classes with a soma scan. So that's just a brief observing of how your physical body, your energetic body, everything's kind of arrived. Let your body lay long on the floor. And just to begin to observe over this next few breaths, does your body feel balanced left to right? You can notice how your heels are resting on the floor, left heel and right heel. Evenness in the way the legs are turned out or in the heaviness. Up the chain of your leg to your knees, noticing how your knees are resting. Feeling into the hips, left and right side. You might notice one side feels a little bit more relaxed. There might be a little bit more agitation or tension in one side. As you get above your hips, notice where your breath is moving in your body. See if you can invite that down towards your belly, breathing slow through your nose, down and towards your abdomen. You can even bend at both elbows and place your hands down towards your belly. Just encourage your breath to be here as you examine the rest of your body. You might feel that weight in your upper shoulders, heavy on the ground. Maybe they feel like they're being pulled or lifted off the floor. And then notice if your head feels centered. There's that bone at the top of the head, occiput, the back. Just notice where you feel balanced on that. Sometimes our head's shifted left or right. Might feel centered to us, but when we start to examine our body, things are out of place. So the more awareness, the more practice we start to put into feeling this physical body, the more we start to understand about it, the more we understand, the healthier we get. It's sort of the side effect. And letting this physical body be still and just breathing through the nose, breathing down and towards your hands, letting the abdomen expand on the inhale. And relax and sink down in on the exhale. Good. Couple more breaths just like that, allowing yourself to pay attention to sense and feel your breathing. Can you breathe lightly and allow the belly to expand? And exhale slow. Taking the sound, taking the effort out of the breath. Even the friction, can you feel the breath without any friction or sound? Letting the chest be completely relaxed. Breath slides down towards the navel center. Good. Now that we got our breath and our bodies connected, let's let our arms rest at the sides, bend the feet, bring the soles of the feet onto the floor, the knees pointed towards the ceiling. We're going to start to work through a little cranial sacral rhythm here. We'll start with the head, tapping the chin down towards your chest. Noticing how that changes the shape of your upper spine. And then pointing your chin up towards the ceiling, but keeping the back of the head on the floor. So getting long in the front of your neck. Relaxing that. And then tapping the chin down, getting short in the front of the neck, long in the back. A few times, just waving your chin up. You can inhale. And exhale as you tap your chin up and down. And just to get this breath right, I didn't want to confuse you there, but you want to inhale as you bring the chin down, and exhale, belly draws down as the chin points up. I'm getting a sense of how your head is moving through the neck into the chest. Good. Now let's move this down to our pelvis. Let the head relax, let the neck relax. And can we do this kind of rocking through a posterior and posterior shift back and forth? Try this. Arms relaxed at your side, legs are relaxed. Everything else in your body is relaxed, trying to focus only your movement down here at the pelvis, rocking forward and back. How do we do this? Can you inhale and tap your tailbone down and make like a bridge with your lumbar spine? You feel like your ribs reach towards the ceiling as the tailbone taps down. Good. Slowly, you're going to let that relax, relax, relax. Land in neutral, then you can exhale, flatten the belly down towards the mat, and feel the tailbone scoop up. So the lumbar spine has flattened on the floor. Tailbone is made like pointing towards the ceiling. And as you relax, you might notice how the tailbone untucks, points to the wall away from you. And then you can tap that down towards the floor and arch your back. You notice how your pelvis feels like it's rolling towards your heels. You relax. And then you roll that up towards your shoulders, tailbone points up. See if you can just roll the pelvis forward and back through this anterior in the arching back to a posterior tilt in the flattening belly. Exhale as you flatten. Inhale as you arch. Good. Start to tune into this wave-like movement. We'll invite our head into this. Arms relax at the sides. When you arch your back, tap your chin to your chest and inhale. When you exhale, flatten the belly, point the chin to the ceiling. See if you can only wave through your spine, back and forth, letting the limbs be relaxed. That's the shoulders, the legs. And you're just watching this central column in your body. Flatten, the tailbone points up and the chin points up. And then in rhythm, in sync, the chin point down, the tailbone points down. Back and forth. And now you get your sacrum and your head in rhythm, so that cranial sacral rhythm, tapping the chin down, tailbone down. Chin points up, tailbone points up. Back and forth. Like a wave, just a smooth rhythm. Good. Okay, we can pause here. Let's start to make this into we'll teach our limbs how to move along with this. So with our legs, you can just heel toe the feet just a little bit further apart and do this as slow as you can. But from where your femur bones connect into your trunk, can you bring your knees together? And then slowly resist the urge to go fast. Bring your knees back to center. Open the knees just a couple inches. It doesn't have to be a big movement here. It's a focused movement from the hip socket into center. So the thighs are relaxed. You're moving from where the acetabulum enters into the pelvic sockets. Good. Bring the knees together really slowly. Keep the spine still, the pelvis still. And you're just moving these femur bones in and out. Slow as you can, nice and even, internal and external rotation. You want to go so slow here. You feel like it's a door that's slowly creaking open and closed. You know, when a door hinges real slowly, you can feel that subtle creaking. See if you can hear that in your hips. A few times back and forth. Good. Everything else is still in the body, very relaxed. Notice what your breath is doing. Can you keep a slow, smooth breath with your nose as you bring the hips in and up? It might be a little shaky, a little jumpy, difficult to control, but that's good. That's that sensory motor amnesia that we're trying to clean up. The more fluidly you can move through this, the cleaner you can move through this, the better you are to recruit the muscle fibers that you want, and the easier it is to relax them, so we gain more mobility. Good. Let's let our legs come to a pause. Let the arms relax at the side. Now, with your arms like noodles, let your shoulders float up off your mat, so you feel your shoulder blades scoop up off the floor. Nice. And then slowly relax that, real slow, relax that down. Shoulders land, let the palms come up, press the shoulders back, and then feel the bottom of your shoulder blades, the wingtips, reach in towards your mid-back. So it's like they're trying to touch the bottom of your heart. And then slowly, when you relax the weight of your body, it sinks into you. And then you go back in the other direction. You can turn your palms down, float the shoulders up. See if you can keep your spine still as you do this. Shoulders just float up and you relax down. Roll the arms open, palms face up. Press the shoulders back into the floor, straight back, and then feel the wingtip, the base of the shoulder blade, slide in towards your mid-back. Feel the whole shoulder blade slide in towards your spine, but focused on that bottom piece. Relax from the bottom base of your shoulder blades. Notice what you sense and feel. Melt, melt, melt down, melt down. Good. One more time, back and forth, floating the shoulders up. Almost feel like you're trying to bring your shoulders over the front of your heart. Shoulder blades will scoop up, and then there's a pull inward. You can roll the palms down. Good. Now resist gravity here. Slowly relax to the floor. Slowly relax to the floor. Nice. Now let's bring all this together. So that cranial sacral rhythm, the hips going in and out, and the shoulders going forward and back for a full body movement. You'll notice, let's go into the flexion first. That's engaging your belly. When you exhale and draw your belly down, you'll feel how your knees just want to come together. Allow your knees to come together. Allow your shoulders to float up off the floor and your chin to point to the ceiling. So you feel this whole line through your neck down to your pubis bone, through your hips, of flexion in your body. Slowly, really slowly, allow all that to melt away. Shoulders relax, chest, belly, legs back to center. Press the shoulders back, open the palms up. Let the knees open. You feel like your body naturally, hips go external rotation as your spine arches. Arch your back like a bridge. Heavy in the shoulders, heavy towards your sit bones. Nice, easy. You're going to melt. You're going to melt. Relax. Relax out of that. Good. Roll your arm bones. Float the shoulders up. Point your chin up. Exhale. Point the belly down. Draw the knees in together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Slowly relax. Back and forth. Through extension and flexion of the spine, retraction, protraction of the shoulders. You're rotating the hips in and out. Everything's in a smooth, coordinated rhythm. Exhale as your front body engages. You can inhale and relax, relax, relax. Take a little pause. Inhale again, arch your back, knees open, shoulders sink back. Feel the shoulder blades slide in towards your spine, especially towards that mid back. Chin's tapping towards the chest. Release, release, release. All the magic's in the release. Slowly and smoothly back and forth. Good. No need to rush or race. This is all about going slow and observing. One more time. Flattening. Knees together, shoulders up, chin up. Arching. Chin down, tailbone down, shoulder blades down. Bridge in the back. Good. Melt, melt, melt. Back to neutral spine. Now we're going to swivel here. Let's let our head roll to the right and swivel your tailbone to point to the right foot. Let your right shoulder draw down. C curve through the right side of the spine, back to center, coming back, coming back. Other direction, start from top down. Head rolls to the left, armpit slides down, and then your hip slides up. Your tailbone points to the left side. Back and forth. So now you're focusing on how can you move laterally through your body. Roll the head to the side, slide your armpit down and your hip up. See if you can reach the opposite ribs outward as you bring in or tuck in the ribs on the contracting side. Back and forth. Laterally flexing through the spine. Good. Feel your side bodies. When you engage your right side, make sure you consciously relax your left. And then buoyantly, buoyantly, you bounce back to center. Feel your center, feel that long spine, and then go in the other direction. Back to center. Good. One more time. In each direction, clearing out this plane of movement as we try to move through our side spine. All right, that lateral flexion. Good. Back to center. Very nice. Take a moment to pause and sense and feel your long spine. We're trying to train our mind to hold our spine in a long, relaxed position instead of being in habits that pull us out of alignment. When we are stuck in habits that cause our body to be pulled out of position, it starts causing pain, dysfunctional movement. The more we're there, the worse it gets. So when we're here, we're focusing on releasing the tension around our spine, shoulders, and hips so that we can hold our body effortlessly in the correct position. Let's twist through our spine. Turn your head to the right again. Let your knees go a little to the left so you feel that left hip sink down and your right hip allow that to come up off the floor. Sink your right shoulder down. So the right hip floats up, the right shoulder sinks down. Back to center. Turn the head to the left. Bring the knees a little to the right and allow the left hip to float up. See if you can push your left ilium forward. That's that big bone of the pelvis on your side. And then sink the left shoulder down. Back to center. So a few times, twist through your spine. Knees to the left, head to the right, right shoulder down. So when your right hip floats up, right shoulder comes down. Slowly, really slowly melt back to center. Back and forth. When I turn my head to the left, my left hip comes off the mat. My left shoulder presses down into the mat. Back to center. You can even add more into the legs here by when you bring your right hip up, you can let that left leg open all the way to the side, turning your head, facing away from the knee that opens. Back to center. Turn the head to the left, sink the right hip down, let the right knee open, left shoulder presses down. 2 more times, back and forth. Twisting and noticing when you press your left hip down and your right shoulder down, those 2 points are happy. Relaxing back. 1 more time to the left side, left shoulder sinks down, right knee opens. Right hip's heavy, left shoulder's heavy. Feel those 2 points. And relax from those 2 points. Feel the spine, body, everything comes back to neutral. Good. When you get back to neutral now, feel your feet, kind of tap your feet around, and then find some pressure downward with your feet. So sinking your feet down, reach your knees to the far wall, let your hips float up into a bridge. As slow as you can from this bridge, 1 vertebrae at a time from the top down. So it's like you bring the back of your heart down, your lungs, your ribs, touching 1 piece at a time into the low back. Feel the tailbone kind of tucking in, and at the end, letting go very slowly. You can roll into that arch, let the palms open, let the shoulders sink back, let the knees open. Relax that, come back to center. Press through the feet, bring the hips up, shoulders pressing back. Slow melt out, slow 1 vertebrae at a time. Heart, top to bottom, ribs all the way down, tucking the tailbone in. You'll feel the belly engage as you come down. Melt through your low back. Relaxing. When you land, you roll into that arch. You let the knees open. Palms are open, shoulders are back. Release. Back to center. Float up. Last time, coming up. Melting down. Nice and easy. Especially at the end. Think like you land like a feather, so you feel your low back kind of decompress and relax. Good. When you land back here, let your knees rinse a little left and right, head in the opposite direction. But not out of control. Really try to just maintain awareness of movement and not move like you're blowing through your range of motion, but you're paying attention and you're really controlling the movement through your spine left and right. Coming back to center, pausing. Let your legs go long. And then check in again. Noticing how your back feels now, how your breath feels, how your shoulders and your hips, your heels. Allowing everything in the body to relax and feel heavy into the floor. Breathe in lightly and slowly. Smooth stream of air through the nose down towards that navel center. You could bring your hands again back onto your belly. Light breath in and out just for the next few minutes now. Restoring your vitality, clarity, energy by breathing lightly. If we want to fix our muscle habits, or we want to change our muscular habits, right? We also want to change our breathing habits. So take the next few minutes to let yourself lay nice and long here. Breathing slow and smooth through your nose. 5 seconds in. 5 seconds out. See if you can let everything go in your physical body. Letting the muscles, the bones, all your tissues just get heavier and heavier. Let yourself relax deeply. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to rush off to. Just you feeling your breath go in and out, effortlessly breathing the body. You'll notice that as you relax more and more, your breathing will reduce more and more. This is what we want. This is where we revitalize the system. Breathing lightly, slowly. Everything's at ease. Nothing but calm, ease in the mind. As you breathe slow through the nose. In and out. No friction to the breath. It's quiet. Belly draws it in as the navel relaxes and opens. Sinks back down, breath leaves the body. Smooth rhythm, in and out. Be here as long as you would like, but try to be here for a few more minutes and let yourself integrate the work. But be with your breath. Be at peace. Thank you, friends. Namaste.